woman, I think he's at like 900 or something.
Some phrases that men hate to hear. Son, the big ones hurt. Yeah, what up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the Strategically Reckless Podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka your favorite foster dad, aka Mr. 710. And I am so glad that you are joining us once again. Yeah! Yeah! Hey, look, it's just gonna be me today. It's just gonna be me today. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and apologize real quick. Last week I was wilding a little bit. And that was my fault. It was Memorial Day. I was out there barbecuing. I was getting fussed at for barbecuing way too long, according to my wife. She said, you out here cooking all day, is what she said. And so I just lost track of time, yo. And normally I don't do those things. Normally I am there. I am here, ready to rock and roll, and I completely whiffed. That's my bad. That is my bad. I owe y'all one. I got a good one for you today. So on today's show, we're gonna talk about big bag snacks. If you offended by that, tune in. It's dope. I love to hear it. Listen, we also gonna talk about finders keepers, vintage phone activities, as well as, you know what, I'm gonna ask this question: would you return it? Would you return it? You're talking about some money. And also, we're gonna do a finals preview, and also we're gonna talk about tipping before we get out of here, cause I got some questions. Give me 1 second as I get this thing kicked up over here as well. I'm going to share it on YouTube, sharing it. If you listen, go ahead and like, share, comment, rate us where you can. Yeah, rate us where you can. I greatly appreciate it. But let me get into this real quick. So the big bag snacks that happened today. And here's the problem with that. I go into the gas station and I have the intent on grabbing some snacks. I didn't know which one. It was a snack, a single snack. That's all I wanted. I looked at the snack cake area. And the snack cake area had a, you know how it's all the way down at the bottom, they had these snacks. And what I saw was iced lemon honey bun. Now, here's my problem. I see that, and automatically, iced honey buns in general give big bag vibes. I can't even lie. Like iced honey buns by itself. I'm talking about not the glaze. The ones with the fat sheet of icing. That fat white sheet of icing. It gives big bag vibes right off the bat. Listen, so I grabbed the snack. And I shared this video. I posted a video of it. I shared it with my brother. I didn't post it. I just shared it with my brother, but I made the video. And here's my problem. I read the package from the bottom up. And when you do that, on the bottom it said lemon. The 2 lines up, honey bun. And above honey bun, it says big back. It says big back. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause it over here for a second. I'm going to pause it over here for a second so that I can upload this. But this is the problem. This is my problem with big back snacks. And the problem I had with big back snacks is that it got big back on the packaging. That makes it even worse. Is having big back on the packaging. So it's letting you know while you when you picking this up, you are taking part of big back activities. And they are gonna let you know. But the big back is crunched in between. It's crunched in between some words. But when you pay attention to it, big back. Big back. Big back. Big back. Mm-hmm. 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 This is on purpose. I need this thing to load right quick. All right. So I think we up. There we go. Excuse the language.
Dang, I messed up and read from the bottom up. I was like, oh, lemon, honey bun, big bag. I shouldn't have bought this shit. That's fucked up.
Hey, I shouldn't have bought it. I shouldn't have bought it. I shouldn't have bought it on big back alone. You know what? Here's the bad part. This is my first wrap snack that I've ever purchased. Like all those snacks that have on there all those wrappers. They got like T-Pain, the Master P chips. I ain't bought none of those. None of those. I get the iced lemon honey bun. And you know what? I hate to admit it. It was good. It was good. I ate it. I felt bad about it too, because all I could think about is this big back that's on there. When you eat something that you're surprised that it's good. That sounds crazy. You almost look like this.
The quarter, you only had one field goal, and what does it say about that this team can pull out a win like this when you're not having your best offensive game?
Yeah, it's really important. You never know what's going to happen.
I just played the Carl Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns looking at that Gatorade. It's kind of how I was looking at those big back snacks. And what it got me to thinking about was, all right, Reese's has been on a tear with creating big back candy. Like the regular Reese's was enough. Just the regular size Reese's plenty. They take Reese's, and not only do they make them, so what they did, they tricked you. They made them smaller at first, and they was real thin. And it was like, oh, people like the peanut butter. So they went and got the big cup. And at first, the big cup was just a single. And they was like, you know what? It's some big back people that really like these. And so here's what we gonna do. Don't just make it a single. Put two of them in there. They'll eat it. So now you got two of the big cups in a single package. Charge almost $2 for it. I get that one because my wife eats Reese's too. And I don't be trying to be selfish in that way. But here's the deal. Reese's didn't stop there. They was like, you know what? Let me test this big backness of the people who love Reese's. Here's what we gonna do. We gonna put pretzels in there. And you know what? We gonna drop another one. And put some caramel in there. How about that? Y'all gonna like y'all gonna like these big back activities. Any of them flavored Oreos? They could have stopped at double stuff. But they ain't stop at double stuff. There's a mega stuff. Now listen. Come on. I'm talking to you. If you out here eating mega stuffed Oreos, you might be wilding. After you eat 2 of those, your back is gone. Just a little bit. Like, I ain't judging. I'm just letting you know. It ain't no judgment. But I feel like the mega stuff might be too much. that might be just a bridge too far. But then you go down that aisle, the cookie aisle, and they got the Oreo thins. They got the Oreo mint. They got the red velvet Oreos. They got the what they call them, the vanilla ones. No, and those vanilla ones not that good. Not even a double stuff. Not even the extra icing in the middle could fix that one. Those, if you was looking for that like generic feel that you get from the ones from them cookies that back in the day they had the like it was individual rolls where you might have had 2 of the vanilla rolls and then that one chocolate roll in the middle. Like, the Oreos didn't do a good job with their vanilla version. Can't rock with that. But yeah, they got me. They got me because you know what? I saw it and I was just like, you know what? They had the nerve to have 2 different flavors of the Big Back Ice Honey Buns, the wrap snacks. And this is the first one that actually put Big Back on there. So, you almost knew it was going to be good. Like, it ain't had no choice but to be good. Like, it was good. I ain't even going to hate on it. I don't think I'm going to buy another one, though. Just because it had Big Back on it. And now I'm personally convicted not to do it. I've been there, done that. Can't do it. Can't do it no more. Can't do that no more. Man, you know what? And so, also, since the last time, we was talking about Memorial Day. My mother-in-law was in town, and she got a chance to see the Chocolate Menendez brothers in rare form. Like, when I tell you, it was a lituation. Like, they was their regular selves. And so, it's funny. I look at grandparents and I know that they would allow their grandkids to do stuff that they would never let their own kids do. Never. Like, they would never be like, oh no, it's okay if they jump on the couch. Don't even worry about it. It's okay. Just be cool with it. Y'all being too hard on them. And the answer is, no, we're not. Because we're going to have to deal with this later on. And you know what? These Chocolate Menendez kids, they are the first set of kids that we've had. where my mother-in-law was like, nah, y'all not being too hard. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing right. Cause you know what? When I tell you get the full, she got the full version of the Chocolate Menendez kids. She got all of it. She got them being overbearing. She got them crashing out. She saw the whole thing. And she kind of came to the same conclusion that my dad came to. Where it's like, do y'all ever get a break? Is there a resting period in between having to talk to them? And so the difference between her and my dad would just come for a couple hours and hang out for a little while and see it, and then I'm out. My mother-in-law stayed the weekend. And so when you stay the weekend, you see all of it. You see all of it. She was like, damn, y'all, this is every day? Yeah, every day. They don't miss a day. You know how you try not to fuss, and then you be trying, like in your mind, you wake up and you be like, you know what, I'm gonna have a good day. I ain't gonna be mad at nobody today. I'm just gonna chill. This is gonna be a wonderful day. And them Chocolate Menendez kids be like, no, you're not. Cause we gonna do what us is gonna do. Us is about to get in trouble. I told y'all the other day, and if you got sensitive ears, this is not the part of the story for you. But I told this story the other day, and a couple weeks ago, where I asked a 4-year-old Chocolate Menendez brother about a cuss word that he said his older brother said, and how he peeled it off. Mr. Jason, I'm gonna call him by the Menendez brothers' names instead of their real names. So Lyle walks up and he's like, Eric said a bad word. What'd he say? He said, wow. Like he peeled it off with a whole bunch of K's on there. It was real aggressive. Like in retrospect, I almost feel like it. Like in hindsight, I feel like he was seeing if he could say it to me. Cause I remember the first time that I had to cuss in front of my mom. It was so difficult. I was older. I was like a teenager. So, yeah. No. I said bitch in the 2nd grade. That happened. And I got in trouble. My mom had to go up to the school. I said bitch in the 2nd grade. And even when my mom was like, what did you say? I wasn't going to just peel it off like that. I was almost like on Key and Peele when they was like, and I said, be like that. Like that's how mine was. Like it was real low and quiet. Well, probably about a week and a half, like the weekend before last, Buddy comes up, tells on his sister. And because his sister she's a real one. I give her that Griselda Blanco moniker. Mr. Jason, Griselda said a bad word. Why everybody saying bad words around you? What she say? She said, fuck you. You know what? I'm never going to ask you again. I'm never going to ask you again because I almost feel like you're just taking liberties right now. You just taking liberties to peel off that F word. We're not doing that. We're not just gonna keep allowing you to just peel off the S word. Keita, what up, though? Shout out to Keita tuning in from Taipei. Man, Keita was nice enough to allow me to bowl with her last week. It was what, man. I had a good time. It was hot though. I missed the easy pin and I got the sweating, and then it made her sweat. We was out there bowling, bowling out hard. And so, hold on, real quick, before I get on to the Universal Soul Circus. So when you see something, all right, so you see something out of place on somebody, and it don't look like it's out of place. Like, it's one thing for somebody to have a booger in their nose. It's one thing for somebody to have their zipper undone or whatever. So there are times when I see stuff and I don't be knowing what it is. And sometimes, like, I know you've seen like the little pimple patch thing. People put it over there in them joints, drop a little makeup on there. Fine, good. It's straight. And so what ended up happening was I look up and I'm like, hey, when I first saw it, man, this is like 4 minutes. Like, I don't want nobody to feel like it was a long time or nothing like that. I look up and I saw it and I'm like, oh, well, it's not my business, but if you got the little pimple joint on there, it's cool. Like, you taking care of your skin situation. Bet. Well, later on, it kind of dried up because my teammate was striking, right? She started striking. She wasn't throwing 2 balls. And so when it started to dry up, it no longer looked like a pimple patch. And she's saying I let her walk around like that. That is not the truth in that way. When it started to dry up, I was like, hey, you got something on your head. She turned, she looked at it, and she was like, oh, you let me walk around like that? And I'm like, no, I didn't know what it was. And it just happened to be, you know how those restaurants in certain places have like that 1-ply paper towel. And so when you go to wipe and it tear, it'll leave a little paper towel spackle on your head. Cause I tell you, it got hot in there real quick. So, like, I don't know. Some people won't say nothing at all. They'll let you walk around. They'll let you walk around with toilet paper on your shoe, pants unzipped, one of your buttons. You know how somebody miss a button on their shirt, and then that one open button part just be talking to you. You be seeing a little bit of their belly or whatever. Like, yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Like, those things, I've gotten better at saying something about. But I have to make sure that I don't want to be commenting on something and then it's something that they know is there. Like There are times in which, so when I shave, sometimes it's I can nick myself. If I nick myself, I don't want nobody. And you got to throw one of those little Band-Aid joints up there that's supposed to be your natural skin color. That natural beige. I don't know why they made it that color. But you ain't supposed to see it. But somebody will look upside my head and be like, "Oh, look, you see that? You see that right there? What's that?" Jason don't know what he's doing. It didn't magically appear. Thought you were striking and then you stop having to throw two balls is what ended up happening. But you know what? So I bowled with Keita for the first time. I had a good time. I had a real good time. We crossed with one of my teammates and her friends, so it was a good time on our pair. And I also had a good time at the Universal Soul Circus. Now this was my first time going, and we wanted to take the Chocolate Menendez kids, all four of them. And we told them at the beginning of the week, "Hey man, we got these tickets. I need you to have a good week. There's going to be a lot of people there. So I need you to understand that you have a good week, we go. We have a good week. I can trust that you can do what you're supposed to do at this circus so that you don't get abducted." Not that I'm worried about the 4-year-old Chocolate Menendez brother getting abducted. They will give him back. They will get a 5-year-old Chocolate Menendez brother back. The 2-year-old Chocolate Menendez sister, she will willingly go with anybody who is willing to pick her up. And the Butterscotch Menendez baby would 100% get abducted. He's just a real abductable kid. Like, he's one of those that you see him, you be like, "Oh, come here, little baby." Like, you try to raise him as your own. Even though he is a Butterscotch Menendez baby, they'd probably give him back too, because he busy as hell. But Monday, yeah, but Butterscotch Menendez baby, he much lighter than the rest of them. But Monday, 4-year-old Chocolate Menendez brother gets in trouble. Tuesday, he stayed home from daycare. Wednesday, he got in trouble. Thursday, he got in trouble again. And I was just like, "Damn, what?" Like, what? You could have just said that you didn't want to go. You didn't have to get in trouble 1,000 times. Like, you could have just said you didn't want to go. And my mother-in-law was still trying to make it happen so that he could go. Like, she was just like, "Please, please, 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 just let him go." And I feel like every time an adult goes to bat for that 4-year-old Chocolate Menendez brother, hey, bro be out here. Bro turn up. Bro turn up and make it worse. And so, this is the crazy part. When he was supposed to, all right, if he could just have a good weekend throughout the rest of the weekend, we were going to consider it. Even though it was probably going to be bad. It was going to be bad because his brother was going to look at it and be like, "You know what? I had a good week. He didn't. So now you mean to tell me I can crash out and still do stuff?" No, we're not doing that. We can't do that. We can't have those things. And so the 4-year-old Chocolate Menendez brother did not make it. He didn't make it. But it's okay. He said he didn't want to go. It's the circus. They didn't really have clowns in that way. But when we got to the Universal Soul Circus, it was raining. And they did not let you in if you had an umbrella. I was unaware. They didn't let you take the umbrella in. They would let you in, but they was just like, hey, throw your umbrella in this pile over here with these other umbrellas. And so I'm looking at the lady like, all right, so ain't got no tags or nothing? Ain't no tags? No, ain't nobody gonna steal no umbrella. So just throw it over there. She had a whole attitude. I'm like, hey, somebody will steal this one. Listen, if you walk up and you got a little umbrella like this, and somebody come up with the Big Daddy umbrella, whoa, that one, then you damn right I'm trading up. I'm trading up. Well, I mean, yes, it's wrong. And if you just got a regular black umbrella and you got this little black umbrella, where when you let it up, yeah, like you wanna make sure that you have your umbrella. Kid, it's like all my umbrellas are big. They not those $4 umbrellas that you see at the front a CVS. They not that one. This umbrella you can have. This umbrella, if the wind get too high, it's gonna go up. Use that. Not on the Q-Dog side of the game, but it's gonna go up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's gonna go up. As soon as your umbrella go up, you gotta throw it away. Like there's never been an umbrella that recovers from going up. If your umbrella go up like this, it's done. You need a new one. I think umbrella, as soon as they go up, so you get you a big one. You get you a big umbrella that when the wind blow too hard, it feel like it make you rise up a little bit. You know you got a good umbrella. What if I was driving a Bentley and you know in the Bentley, in the door, they have an umbrella. And so you got your handy dandy Bentley umbrella. And they talking about throw your umbrella over there in the pile. Hell no. I'm about to just be wet. I'm just going to have to be wet. Because I'm not throwing. You know that umbrella that come in the Bentley is $1,000. Well, you wouldn't know that you couldn't take your Bentley umbrella in. Now that you know you can't take it in, you're not going to have to go back to the car and walk back up because they're not going to let you in with your $1,000 umbrella. You're just going to have to be wet when you get up in there. But it was a great show. It was a really good show. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time seeing it, I've been to the circus before. But when you have, like this was different. I didn't know what to expect. Oh, you're not using your Bentley umbrella for the circus. You're not driving your Bentley to the circus at all. I understand. But some people just go, that's all they got. That's all they got. So they went through and did the first part of the show. We watched the whole intermission. As the intermission was ending, Mr. Jason, I gotta pee. Right now? Why do you talk like, why you highly uncouth? I gotta pee. And it's just like you gotta go to the bathroom. But why'd you wait until The show was about to start back. Look, the lights go down and now he got to pee. And so now we walk all the way out. We had to walk all the way out, go outside the tent to take this boy to the bathroom. See, this is why I don't like going places with kids. Because the last time that happened to me, I had took the boys that we had back in the day. This is probably about 6 years ago, when Avengers Endgame came out. Took these boys to the movies. We sitting there. We watched 20 minutes of previews. They played with the seats. All the previews go off, and we walk past the bathroom. I'm like, do y'all gotta go? Because it's a long movie. No, we good, Mr. Jason. Now this time, they were like 12 and 8. So I'm believing them. Soon as the previews ended, the little curtain opened up a little bit more. The lights went all the way down. Mr. Jason, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, no, you don't? You right now? Yeah. And then this time, we go to the bathroom. He goes in the stall because he's a little short. He can't reach the urinal. Next thing you know, his feet turns to face the door. And I'm like, wait, you about to boo-boo? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You about to drop a deuce right now? Kadoogle? I'm never going to the movies with y'all again. I'm never taking you to the movies. You wait right now to drop a deuce. We leave the bathroom. We go back in. I go ask the 12-year-old, hey, buddy, what I miss? I don't know. It's cute. I don't like neither one of y'all. He over here boo-booing. You in here. Ain't you watching the movie? You saw me leave. And then when I come back, I'm like, what did I miss? And you talking about, I don't know. Like, what you been doing? You ain't been watching? You know what? I need my money back. Both of y'all getting on my nerves already. After almost trying to get me pulled out the line because he want to know what I did with the candy. We stop at Dollar General on the way over there. I go get the candy as on the way to the movies. Put the candy in my cargo pants pocket or whatever. We in line with these prepaid tickets to just get them scanned, and bro was like, Mr. Jason, I think you forgot our candy. Hey man, just be quiet, man. We good. Don't worry about it. No, Mr. Jason, I think you left our candy in the car. Hey, can you be quiet, please? I told you I got this. Oh, it's in your pocket. You know, let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. This ain't gonna work. Oh, it's in your pocket. Let's shout out to First 48. Let's go ahead and end this scene right now. It's over with. It's in your pocket. Loud. He said it loud, like the light bulb went off. Like, oh, yeah. Hey, I know you don't know that I ain't supposed to be doing this, but I ain't supposed to be doing this right now. And you wilding, talking all loud like, oh, yeah. You put it in your pocket. Yeah, he had a whole epiphany. That was so insane. You know what I heard? You know what else is insane? I read this story where a guy, it was a 19-year-old dude, found $135,000 sitting next to an ATM. And he returned it. And his reward was a big old whopping $500. He found $135,000 sitting next to an ATM, and his reward for returning said money was a big old whopping $500. Listen, when I read that story, I instantly was like, you know what? I'm glad it wasn't me. Cause they got him smiling, standing next to somebody holding a check for $500, like they just couldn't peel that off. You could just peel that off. I don't need one of them fat ass paper checks. Like, look, you have like the publishing clearinghouses checks or whatever. Like, no, not for $500. You're not gonna do that for $500. That's insane. I had to do the math on what percent $500 was to $135K. Doing the math, there's a 0.005. What? What? Why is there so many? 0.005. What are we doing? I mean, I get 500 was more than what he had. I get that it's something for being honest. But what you're not gonna do? I would have been looking at them like he's smiling in the picture and whatnot. Hey man, what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna pee on it. I think you missing a couple zeros. Yeah, at least one. At least one. You drop off a thou wow of 5,000. All right, cool. That is sufficient enough for me to be like, I don't feel so bad about being honest. Out of 135,000, you kept 130. Cool. You could have been short 135,000. The wrong person would have been like, hey, look, I found $21,496.63. I have no idea what it was doing sitting exactly by the ATM. How much was it? $21,496.63. I counted it twice. That's all I found. Like, are you sure that's it? Yeah. I counted it twice, and then I counted it a third time, and it was $21,496.63. Well, sir, we normally don't have change that we put in these ATMs. I'm just telling you what I found. I'm just telling, because what's going to happen, there is $500 is such an insult. I try to protect all my karma as best as I can, which is why I don't roast people while I'm bowling. I save it till when I get done. I saw one of the greatest comb overs while I was bowling on last weekend, and I could not mention it. I could not even look at it 2 times, because as soon as I looked at it, I was like, damn, I saw it. And I immediately went up there and probably stoned 8. Wrapped the 10 pin. Just because I saw it and thought about it. Like, is she bogus for this comb over? Like, that's the type of stuff. As soon as I think about something like that, it's over with for me. So I know that if I saw a bag sitting next to an ATM, it would be in my best interest not to even open it. What up, Charmaine? How you living, cuz? Yeah, she had the comb over. And so if I'm, you know what, that's the crazy thing. Because this amount of money, you see it, and you know that it's a huge amount of money. Like if the bag is open, and you go and you look at the bag, and you're like, damn, it's a lot of damn money up in there. I would feel like I was getting punked. So, for me, I probably wouldn't pick it up. Now, I did read a story where this dude, it was a farmer in Mexico somewhere, and bro was out there doing his farm work and dug up like barrels and barrels of cash and drugs. And they thought it was from like Pablo Escobar or El Chapo, one of them folks. One of them dudes had a whole bunch of barrels of money and drugs stored down in the ground. And bro found it. Hey man, I got some disappear money. Like I'm gone. My name is different. My name is gonna be Ralph. I don't even speak English no more. I'm gonna be walking around hollering at girls like, I'm not even gonna be speaking English. You're not gonna find me. I'm gonna be gone. Like I'm gonna shave my beard. I'll be out here looking like Charlie Villanueva. I'm not even gonna have eyebrows no more. It's over with. I'm gonna be a whole new person. I'm gonna be the only person in Tahiti with Wi-Fi. Like, what we doing? They gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna share my wealth to make sure that y'all keep me safe. But would you, that's what I like, would you return the whole 135 or would you be like, hey, I got to get my finder's fee first? Like, damn, somebody left $35,000 right here. That's crazy. $35,000. Yeah. No. They saying they missing 135,000. Look, somebody must have got to the bag before I did. Because what I found $35,000 right here. And I heard that y'all giving out $500 if somebody find this. That's what I heard. That's what I heard because, hey, folks be out here wilding. I can't be a part of that. You know what? Here's the thing that I struggled to be a part of when I lived in South Korea. Tipping. I just saw this thing. It was on like Wealth. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. It was on Wealth on I followed them on Instagram, right? And they was talking about how in Atlanta, restaurants will be charging a auto 20% gratuity for the World Cup. And we had those World Cup matches here. And so while I understand that tipping is not something that's done all over the world. Like when I lived in South Korea, there's no tipping. They are strict about this no tipping. You go dig in your pocket for some money, And they gonna be looking at you like, no, put that away, fam. I have some Korean money up here somewhere. But yeah, they be like, hey, put that in your pocket. You ain't got a tip here. And in my mind, I'm like, what? What? I ain't got a tip. It didn't affect the service. It did not affect what I ordered. But in other countries, they do not be getting a tip on like that. Not 15%, not 20%, none of that. They pay for their food and they get up and bounce. The Korean barbecue over in Korea, for $40, you feeding 5 people, y'all eating and getting full and you're drunk. Cause the soju is $2 over there. Soju over here is $15. For the little bottle. Ain't no bigger than that. 20 ounce, 16 ounce bottle of soju. Over there is $2. By the time my wife and I, we went there for Thanksgiving one year. We went to a Korean barbecue spot for Thanksgiving. That shit cost $100 for the 2 of us. It was $40 for 5 people. Look, over in Korea, you be like, oh, no, y'all chill, man. Y'all chill, man. On my teacher salary, man, I got this, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, man. We good. Look, it's my turn. Don't even worry about leaving the tip. Hey, it was a running joke while me and my dad and my brother, we was in Reno, and somebody asked the question out loud in front of the server. Hey, which one of y'all gonna put the tip in? This is so childish. Which one of y'all gonna put the tip in? You can't let us be together too often, too long. It's gonna be bad. But the automatic, listen, this is the problem that I'm gonna have. The automatic gratuity is for everybody. It ain't just for the Europeans. It's not just for the Asians that don't tip. It's for everybody. And they say that they're doing it for the server. But here's the part that I don't know. I don't know if, you know how you go to a restaurant and they hit you with the auto 18% gratuity. And then they put that line up under there for the tip. Now, if gratuity and tip are supposed to be the same things, you could just take that tip line off, unless the server is not automatically getting that gratuity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real crazy. Like, if you already just gonna hit them for the 18%, like when I see that on there, I'm less likely to tip. When you out here, I ain't putting none of the tip in if you already hit me with an automatic gratuity. You ain't get none of the tip. Like, that's done. Like, that part is done. I'm sorry, I ain't got that for you. Because the thing is, you done already took it. You done already took it. You know how many Euros about to be upset that the service might not be, they gonna hit you for 20%. You know, 20% is great service. 20% is really good service. You get 20, you out here doing that thing. And you know what? This is the part that I was thinking about earlier today. If you already You already got the tip in if they already taking 18%, right? You already got the tip in. They trying to get more. That's wild. I'm not advocating not tipping. But what I'm doing is, don't be out here trying to jack me for a little bit of tip and then trying to ask me for some more tip later on. Just gonna call it by a different name. Like we're not doing those things. Hey, that's so crazy. Hey, you know what's crazy? I thought about something earlier today. Just on some throwback stuff. I'm gonna talk about the NBA Finals real quick, but I want to talk about this real fast. Hey, question. When you get a brand new phone, do you change the ringtone? Like, do you have an actual song as the ringtone anymore? Cause I heard somebody phone and they had a real song as their ringtone, and I'm like, hey, we don't quite do that no more. Like, we don't have songs and stuff as our ringtones no more. And she was like, you know what? Everybody got, almost all the people I talk to on a regular basis has their own personalized song for their ringtone. I want to call, but if I don't like the song, can I change it? I want to put my own song on there. It'd be like baseball walk-up music. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, which I remember back in the early 2000s. In the early 2000s, everybody was walking around with songs and music and stuff playing on their phone when they got a phone call. One of my most famous ringtones that I had that my mom hated was the dude from the Chappelle Show that was like, holla holla holla, holla holla holla, holla 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 holla, holla holla holla, holla holla holla, holla shit, holla holla holla, holla holla holla. Like, that was my ringtone, and my mom hated when I got phone calls. Holla holla holla. Cause I just let it go because it was funny as hell to me. Holla holla holla, holla holla holla, holla holla holla. She was like, turn that shit off. She wanted to hear my phone ring. But that was back when I was popping in. I was popping in a different kind of way. My phone was ringing like hell. It was ringing. See, tip drill. I ain't gonna put my brother out, but he had his share of ringtones. All I know, you know what? All I know, I'm gonna say one. I don't know who it was for. But if it got gunshots as your ringtone, you might be wilding just a little bit. His ringtone, he'd be like, I'm like, well, why? Why would you do that? Who you got that ringtone for? Like, that is insane. Traveling. Also, you know what I thought about? Like, people don't even set up their voicemail anymore. Unless you got like a business. Like, most of the time you call somebody and they be like, this subscriber has not set up their voicemail. Goodbye. Yeah, set it out that far. Hey, with your voicemail, hey, the subscriber that you have called has a voicemail box that is full. Goodbye. You're like, well, damn, I ain't got Ain't no other options, huh? I can't send in no text message or nothing. You gotta hang up. And that goodbye. Come on, man. I remember, listen, back in my young days, yo, my ringtone, no, my voicemail, I put time and effort into my voicemail. It was over some music. It was over Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson, What's It Gonna Be? And I was like, it was like, ooh, ah, bop. Busta Rhymes, Janet Jackson, here we go, one time. And I was like, you have reached you know who, and I'm who knows where. So leave your name, your number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you when I get in. Hey! That was so crazy. You know what people used to do back in the day? You know what to do. Peace. People used to leave voicemails back in the day. They don't do that no more. Ain't no more leaving voicemails back in the day. People like, you thought that I called? You got call ID? I ain't got to tell you. Call me back. Speaking of leaving voicemails, real quick, before I get to this NBA Finals preview, because it's going to be quick. One day, I went out on a date. And I went to the movies. I was out in Little Rock. And my mom wanted me to call her when I got to Little Rock to let her know that I was safe. But in reality, I wasn't thinking about my mama once I got to my date. I was thinking about the girl. And so I'm in the movies. Next thing you know, I hear my phone vibrate. I completely forgot. I'm in the movies. My phone is vibrating like hell. I had to move it from the girl side to the other side because it looked like she was blowing up the spot. Bzz, 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 bzz. I get her. And I'm like, oh, hold on, hey, I gotta check these voice messages right quick. My mom's left 5 voice messages. All of them getting progressively worse as she's calling. Hey, Jason, I don't know why you didn't call. Just making sure you're safe. Boop. Hey, I know I told you to call me when you got there, so call me back. Boop. Now, Jason, I don't know what the hell you got going on, but this is I don't like nothing about this. Boop. Jason, you know what? I'm a call this motherfucker till it blow up. Boop. You better pick up this goddamn phone and I'm like, hey. So when I called my mom back, I was like, Mom, you know, if you call my phone till the battery run down until it blows up, I still won't be able to call you back. I'm not gonna be able to call you back if you call my phone till it blow up, Mom. You putting both of us in a bad situation at this point. It's insane. All right, before we get out of here, speaking of insanity, Wemby is insane. I have never seen anything like this in my life, except for the people that I created on NBA Live 95. The basketball player that I made was 7'10" and could do everything. And now I'm watching one in real damn life. All on TV. All on my TV doing everything. How you 7'12" with handles and a jumper and can play defense and can run. Now everything that he does on the court makes me nervous only when he falls. Like when he falls, I be like, hey, don't even know if he gonna get up. Like him falling makes me nervous every time. And he gonna be playing against one of the most fallingest people ever in the league right now. It is this man right here.
The quarter, you only had one field goal, and what does it say about that this team can pull out a win like this when you're not having your best offensive game?
Yeah, it's really important.
Hey, listen, I'm not a fan of either one of these teams. I don't care who wins. What I do care is I get a chance to see Victor Wembanyama play more basketball. And I get to see the most unintentionally funniest basketball player in the league right now. See, it used to be JaVale McGee. And then it was Thanasis and Antetokounmpo. And now it's Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns is his own running joke. He is his own running joke. Bro is funny as hell to me. But he pisses me off watching him play basketball because everything that he does, I feel like he just make it look real difficult. And then somebody that used to play, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing these things? And the only thing that I'm waiting on is that boom mic to catch him and be like, foul! That's all I'm waiting on. Just one time. One time. I just want to see him fall with his hands up and be like, foul! Just one time. Just one time. I want to see it. I want to see it. Just because Karl Anthony Towns, he makes me angry because I know he got game. But he just make everything look so difficult. Then you get a chance to see Wemby. Now, real quick, the thing that's interesting about this series right now, and if I had to, like, it's hard to bet against Wemby, and the only reason to bet against Wemby is that young teams typically don't win in the NBA. And their whole core is young boy. Victor, young boy. Castle, young boy. Harper, young. There are a whole bunch of young dudes. Now Fox got some age on them. Kelly Olynyk and Cornette, those guys got age on them. Keldon Johnson done been around for a little minute. Champagnie done been on a couple teams. You know what? I would rather see San Antonio win, but I wouldn't bet money. I wouldn't bet money. I feel like New York got a shot. But stuff got to go right. Stuff got to go right. And it's only on the strength of young teams don't win. The young teams just don't win like that. Even when you think about this, it could definitely be going 7. You think about this. There was a team that had Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Steven Adams, Serge Ibaka, all on the same squad, and some other people. Three dudes that won MVP was all on the same team, and they was not going to beat Miami. It was just too young. I can see it going 7. I can see that. I can see it. I hope it goes 7. I'm not ready for basketball season to be over with. Even though I ain't watch a whole lot, ain't nobody load managing in the finals. So hopefully, I hope it's good games. Because there's a whole bunch of blowouts. It's been a whole bunch of blowouts in these playoffs that kind of made for it not to be as good. But, hey man, anytime you get more Wemby, you can see this alien play basketball. This dude not even real. There's no way he can be a real person. I'm not starting that rumor, I promise. I promise I'm not starting that rumor. But only aliens out here gotta make sure that they manage their widow's peak. Like, bro, like they don't even make people to grow widow's peaks no more. Patrick Ewing was the last one. And here come Wemby out here with a widow's peak that he gotta make sure that he cut his little Eddie Munster off. Oh, shoot, this dude got a whole Eddie Munster. He's 7'9". That's crazy. But look, good people, I appreciate everybody so much for tuning in. Y'all have been dope as always. Listen, this week, I will be dropping. Hold on real quick. Hey, I will be dropping a brand new podcast. I'm still going to do this one. But this is exclusive. The Foster Parent Blueprint. Real stories, real struggles, real laughter. And y'all see it. That's dropping. We already about to have some merch. Not a perfect plan, but it's a purposeful journey. Already got the merch ready. It's gonna happen. And this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one where you hear the stories. And it's gonna be meant to help foster parents, but it's also gonna be entertaining stories. Yeah, I know y'all be loving them stories about the Chocolate Menendez kids. We going all the way back to the beginning. And if everything works out right, hey, we about to have a full season sitcom spawn off of this. It's hard. Look at me putting it in the atmosphere. Hold on. Right in the atmosphere. That happened. But look, until next time, good people, I will keep y'all posted when that drops. I hope that y'all mess with it in the way that y'all been messing with this. Until next time, good people, y'all stay safe out in these streets. I'm out. Appreciate you, Keita. Appreciate your pops. Appreciate you, Charmaine. Y'all are all dope. Peace.